Hello and welcome to Solidworks Station. My name is Stuart, and in today's tutorial we're going to look at creating this sheet metal part. Now this part's predominantly been produced using a lofted bend within the sheet metal tab. However, we have placed in some extrude cuts and we have changed the appearance of this sheet metal part as well. Hopefully you get through this tutorial with lots of success. However, if you're struggling at all, do get in touch and I will be more than happy to help you out. Best of luck everyone, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to File and New. I'm going to create a new part. I'm going to go into my front plane and I'm going to go normal 2. I'm going to go to Sketch and I'm going to create a line which is going to be a midpoint line, and I'm going to go from my origin. I'm going to sketch out to about here. Then I'm going to go up at an angle and I'm going to go across like so. I'm going to mirror this now, so I'm going to select this line and I want to select mirror. I'm going to mirror it about, and just click on this icon here. I'm going to mirror it about the right plane. Okay, as you can see there. And green tick. Let's give this some smart dimensions then. So I want a smart dimension here to be 200. I want this dimension here to be 100. I want this dimension here to be 30. And I want from this point here to this point here, I want this to be 15. Now, with a lofted bend, we've got to make sure that there's no sharp angles in it. It's got to be quite smooth, so we're going to have to add some sketch fillets in here. So I'm going to go to sketch fillet, I'm going to stick with my 10mm parameter, and I'm just going to go around and just click on these lines to get my 10mm fillets in. And I'm going to press on the green tick. Perfect. Click on the red cross. And I'm going to go into my front plane. And I'm going to go to Features, Reference Geometry. Oops, let's just close out of this sketch. So, front plane, Reference Geometry and Plane. And I want to make a new plane 100mm. If I just spin my view round, you can see it there. It's 100mm offset from the front plane. Okay, and I'm going to green tick. I'm now going to go into this front plane, so I'm going to click on the front plane and go normal 2, and I'm going to produce another sketch on this plane, and this sketch will be linked to the other sketch where the loft bend will occur. Okay, so I'm going to go back to sketch. I'm going to get a line, and it's going to be a midpoint line again. I'm just going to hover over the origin and just move my mouse up. I'm going to sketch a line out like so. This is going to go down like so and across. I'm going to grab this line and this line, and I'm going to say mirror entities and mirror about, and I'm going to select the right plane and green tick. Okay, let's give this some smart dimensions then. So I'm going to go from this point here to this point here. This is going to be 150. This line here is going to be 50. This line here is going to be 15. And from this point here to this point here is going to be 10. And from the center of this point to here, I'm going to make this 10. Okay, and I'm going to close this dialog. I'm going to close the sketch. And you'll notice now if I just spin round, okay, I've got two sketches going on. One in the front plane, and then one in the new reference plane, which is plane 1. I'm going to rename this actually. I'm going to go and right click on this. I'm going to go to rename tree item, and I'm going to call this loft bend plane. Okay. It's a good idea in SolidWorks just to keep your eye on what you're actually producing on the left hand side. Otherwise, when you get lots of sketches, it can become quite confusing. So it's a good idea to be organized over here in the feature manager. So sketch 1, okay, I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to rename that, and I'm going to call this loft bend sketch 1. And I'm going to right click on this one and rename tree item and call this one loft bend sketch 2. Okay, I'm going to hide this plane, so I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to say hide. And what I want to do now is go into sheet metal. Now if sheet metal isn't there, that's probably because you need to right click and select sheet metal from this list. Okay, I'm going to go to sheet metal and lofted bend. Now just be careful here that the thickness, alright, isn't too big, otherwise it won't work. So thickness we're going to go with 1.5 mil, let's say, and manufacturing method we want it to be formed. Okay, not bent in this example, we want it to be formed. So the profile we're going to go with this vertex here. I'll just left click. So it's picked that from that line, and we want to pick this vertex on this point here, left click. Once we've done that, we're going to click on the green tick. Okay, now the reason that that's not worked, okay, is because it's saying that each section must contain one open chain, a sketch segment that are smoothly connected. Now the issue that we've run into here is because we have got two sharper points on this one. We've put our radius curve in here, but we haven't applied one to this sketch. So because we've labeled them up, we can identify them quite easily. So loft bend sketch 2 is this one. So let's go to normal 2, let's go into this, and let's edit the sketch. So sketch fillet 10 mil, and let's go ahead and place in our sketch fillets. Okay, green tick and red cross, exit the sketch. Okay, sheet metal, lofted bend, formed and profiles, this vertex and this vertex. There we are. And the reason now it's done that is because we've got those radius fillets on both sketches. Our thickness, let's bump that up to 1.5 mil. Let's green tick. Lovely, let's have a look at our part again. So there's a few things that we need to do here. We need to create 2 circles. We're going to do this by a linear sketch pattern and then delete an instance. We're going to create 2 circles through a mirror technique, and then we're going to draw a center rectangle, and we're going to extrude cut through. So back into SolidWorks, let's click on this face, let's go normal 2, let's go to sketch, let's grab a center line, and let's draw a center line from the origin down to the center here. Now we're going to go up to circle, and we're going to create a circle here on this line. We're going to give it a smart dimension of 10. And from the center of the circle to this side, we're going to put that as 20. Okay, we're going to go to linear sketch pattern. The direction that we want in the x-axis is just the 1, and in the y-axis we want 3. Entities to pattern, this circle, reverse the direction, increase to 20, 30, and instances to skip, click in here and then click on the purple spot on this circle and green tick. Okay, we're going to go to sheet metal, extruded cut, and just click link to thickness here, and it'll know to cut 1.5 mil through. Green tick. There we go. Okay, let's put a circle on this face. So normal 2, sketch. Let's get a center line. Let's draw a center line down here. Let's go to circle. Drawing our circle. Smart dimension that up at 10. And we're going to mirror that. Entity to mirror is the circle, and mirror about, we're going to mirror about the right plane. And green tick. Sheet metal, extruded cut, link to thickness, green tick. And then the final step is to put the center rectangle through here and cut this into 2 bodies. So we're going to go into sketch. You don't have to be too careful about this now. Center rectangle. Click on the surface we're interested in first, sorry. Normal 2. Center rectangle. You can just go from this quadrant. Smart dimension it up. Just ensure that this value here is 5. Green tick. And then sheet metal, extruded cut. Link to thickness, green tick. Keep bodies. Do we want to keep all bodies or selected bodies? We want to keep all bodies, and OK. Control 7 on your keyboard and go into appearances, scenes and decals, and I've just picked a steel here and brush steel. Just drag this on, drop, and then look, if you drop it onto body, it drops it onto one side, and then you can go and grab brush steel, drag it onto this body like so, and there you have it. There's your created part in SolidWorks. I hope that's been useful. I hope you've got through it without any problems. However, if you are struggling, get in touch and I'd be more than happy to help you out. This has been Solidworks Station. I've been Stuart. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for another tutorial. Thank you and goodbye.